Air travel in 2025 feels different. It's not just about higher ticket prices anymore, it's about rules. Strange, confusing, sometimes unfair rules that seem to appear out of nowhere. Travelers are being blindsided. Solo flyers are suddenly paying more. A simple power bank can get you stopped at the gate, and yes, even the middle seat, the one nobody ever wanted, now comes with a price tag. Many are calling this the year of surprise airline rules. The worst part, some of these rules aren't even announced. You only find out when you're already at the airport, tired, stressed, and completely unprepared. So whether you're flying tomorrow or planning that long-awaited holiday months from now, you need to hear this. Because missing just one of these changes could cost you hundreds of dollars, or your entire trip. Let's count down the 10 airline rule changes in 2025 that are leaving travelers shocked, frustrated, and in some cases, stranded. Booking one seat should be the simplest thing in the world. One ticket, one traveler, one price, but not anymore. In 2025, flying solo has turned into a penalty. Airlines have been caught quietly charging solo travelers more than people booking in pairs. Imagine two friends paying $159 each, while a solo traveler pays $249 for the exact same flight. It feels unfair because it is airlines justify it by saying solo travelers, especially business flyers, are less price sensitive. But what about students? What about retirees? What about people who just happen to be traveling alone? The fix is sneaky but simple. Always search as if you're booking for two passengers. Sometimes the trick reveals itself. Then, there's your face. Yes, your face is now your boarding pass. Cameras are replacing tickets at airports from New York to Singapore. For some, it feels convenient. No paper, no QR code, no fumbling at the gate. But for many, it feels unsettling. Who's storing that data? How long are they keeping it? And what happens if the system glitches? Some passengers have already been told, no scan, no boarding, it's fast. Yes, but it's also surveillance dressed up as efficiency. And if you thought you could still sneak by with that oversized bag, think again. Airlines are cracking down harder than ever. It's not just about size anymore, it's about weight. Some carriers now limit even your personal item to just 7 kilos. That tote bag with your laptop, charger, snacks, and meds. Wait at the gate, too heavy, pay up. Or repack on the spot while a line of angry travelers watches. And after a mid-air fire caused by a power bank, new rules mean your charger has to stay visible and within reach. Some airlines even require you to keep it on your lap. Flights themselves are vanishing too. Airlines are quietly cutting us routes, especially from Europe and Canada, shifting their planes toward Latin America and the Caribbean where demand is higher. That means fewer options, higher fares, and in many cases longer journeys. What used to be one simple flight could now take 2 or 3 exhausting connections. Then, there are the new digital entry requirements. Imagine showing up at the airport, ticket in hand, passport ready, only to be told you can't board. Not because of security, not because of overbooking, but because you forgot to fill out an online form. The UK now requires a $20 digital entry authorization before you even fly. If you don't have it, the airline will stop you at the gate. Other countries, including the entire EU, are next. Your passport alone may no longer be enough. And what about the seat? Nobody wanted the middle seat. In 2025, even that's no longer free. Airlines are charging for every seat on the plane, including the worst ones. And thanks to dynamic pricing, the same middle seat might cost $10 on one flight and $47 on another. Imagine paying nearly $50 for the privilege of being squished between two strangers. Travelers call it robbery. Airlines call it flexibility. Even the little devices we rely on, our power banks, are under fire. After years of letting anything fly, airlines are cracking down. In China, uncertified power banks are banned entirely. In the US, Southwest forbids them in overhead bins. If it's not visible, you're not taking off. It feels like yet another stress point added to an already stressful day. And in Turkey, a habit we all share. Standing up the moment the plane lands, can now cost you hundreds of dollars in fines. At Istanbul Airport, with taxi times that can stretch half an hour, flight attendants are required to report anyone who unbuckles before the ding. Imagine waiting, strapped in, watching the minutes tick by, knowing one wrong move could cost you. Even check-in deadlines have shifted. United now locks passengers out 45 minutes before departure. No exceptions, no overrides. Even 1 minute late and you're denied boarding. Other airlines are preparing to follow. Check-in isn't a formality anymore. It's a hard deadline. Miss it, and your trip is over before it begins. And finally, airport lounges. Once a haven from the chaos, in 2025 they've become exclusive fortresses. Delta now limits premium credit card holders to just 10 or 15 visits per year. After that, each visit costs $50. Capital One has raised fees too. Lounges are no longer perks, they're profit centers. The ordinary traveler, locked out. Airlines say all of this is about safety, efficiency, and experience. But to passengers, it feels like a maze of hidden traps. The truth is, the rules of air travel are changing faster than most travelers can keep up. Some changes you'll see, others you'll only discover when it's too late. So before you book your next trip, ask yourself one question. Do you really know the rules of the game?